Okay, some slightly new way of doing things today. First of all, I'm using a camera instead of the film. It's because I'm going to see if I can get some closer focus on while I'm writing. If I can, it means I can probably... it's not very happy at that level, but if I do it like here, it'll probably do it. Okay, that looks as though it's green. So, but thank you to Baker Tilly Cleto down there at the bottom right-hand corner for sponsoring the paper. Baker Tilly Cleto, turning ideas into actions. When I go up to the top, and I'll see how well we go with a writing video. If it works, and of course you can see how that will help in explaining the gold list. But today I want to do something a little bit easier and quicker, just to kick off with this idea of doing films this way. I'm going to actually just take you through the writing numbers in Chinese. Okay, by the end of this video you will be able to basically count without speaking, but in actual writing, from 1 to 100, or even, if you like, to 1,000 in Chinese or Japanese effectively, or even Korean, basically using the characters. So the characters for these numbers are extremely easy for us because effectively all the apparatus we already know. We already know how to do it, we just don't know how to put it together. But there's nothing in there that we don't already know. If we know a number of languages but don't know Chinese, then we still know, as you'll see, the things that we need to know in order to write it. So what we actually need is Roman numerals in the first instance. There's 1, 2 and 3 and 4 in Roman numerals. From there you just put them on their sides. For number 2, the second stroke is a little bit longer than the first, as you can see. For number 3, the top one is longer than you've got the 2 underneath, with this one in the middle, the shortest. For number 4, because 4 is a nice square number, we're going to put them in a square box, but you can't close the box. You start the box at the top, you put them up into it, and as you're squeezing them up in there, they go to 45 degrees like that, you see, the 4 from Roman numerals. Then you can close the box, they can't get back out again. When it comes to 5, it's not Roman numerals, it's modern English, what I'll call, I suppose, I can't really call it Latin because I'm going to get people confused between Roman numerals and Latin, but I'll call this, okay, Western, modern Western counting. 5, okay, actually comes from Indian numerals, but maybe that won't be so helpful for people. Some people call these Arabic numerals, but Arabic uses other numerals, which we'll see in a minute the one example of. But number 5 is taken from this. However, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you've got 5 there. Sorry, it looks a little bit like a swastika, but I can assure you that 4,000 years ago it wasn't a Nazi symbol. So please don't take offence at this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's actually got 5, but you can still see the modern 5 in there, but it's actually made from 5 strokes, unlike the modern Western 5. Anyway, you can still see how it's made up there. When it comes to 6, we're back on Roman numerals again. There's the 6, except for, unfortunately, the 5 has dropped underneath the 1, and it's broken up while that's happened. Yeah, so there's the 5 that's gone down there and broken up, and the 1's still up there, but now we're afraid that it might fall through the 5, so we actually have to put a little blockade on that to stop it going through. So there you go, it's to do it in the right order. Okay, there you get the 6 with the 5 broken up underneath, and the 1 with the thing stopping it falling through the gap, and that's a 6 in Chinese, based on, of course, sorry, I've done a 4, but 5, V and 1, the V goes underneath and the 1 is at the top. Shouldn't have written it like that, it's a bit stupid. So here we go, back to number 7. For number 7 you need modern Western counting, done with the cross across the 7, the way that you'll see it, and sometimes you'll see people writing in a kind of lazy way like that or like that. Well, in Chinese it's upside down, it's turned round, well, it's just basically turned round 135 degrees effectively. It's gone like that. It's slightly different, but basically that's the idea. Maybe better to do it like that. Yeah, but that you can still see the 7. You can see the 7 in there. 8. Well, there you go. There's your Arabic 8, slightly broken. Doesn't join at the top again. That's the number 8, straight out of modern Arabic counting. 9, well, 9 again for 9, you don't have the modern Western 9, you have like a 1x as in Roman numerals. Well, the way it looks is like this, yeah. So you have to see there's your x, it's a little bit bendy, and there's your 1, okay. And again, it's gone the wrong way around, so that the 1 comes after the x, but it's still, those elements are still in there, the x and the 1. So that's basically how to do your 9, and that tells you basically the x as well as the, which is number 10 in Latin. You just turn it 45 degrees and you've got that. Standard standing cross is your Chinese one. It's just the same but turned 45 degrees. A number of these are just turned around slightly. That was also turned around 45 degrees from the Roman letter. So there's your, that's taking you to 10, yeah. So after that, as you can see, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, they all came out of the Roman writing. 5 and the 7, they came from modern Western writing, and the 8s come from basically Arabic writing. Of course, it didn't really come from there. I'm not suggesting that this is a true etymology of them. Maybe there is a commonality there, I don't know, but certainly you can get to just about any of the numbers between 1 and 10 in Chinese just from that system, just from elements which are in the other systems of writing numbers. There's nothing different in there, just differently presented. Then if you want to carry on and write 11, well, then you've got 11, which is just simply your 10 and your 1, just like in Esperanto. Think of the way that counting works in Esperanto. So that would be like in du, dek, unu would be 20, 21. So there's 21. You just do 2 10s and a 1. And then, for example, even if you get it right the way up to 99, which, as you can imagine, is quite easy, 9 10s and a 9, you want to take it from there, you want to take it to 100, well, 100's an interesting character as well. There you go, there's 100, okay. What happens is, these two eyes, they join together into a sort of little box, the 1 joins up to them, and then it turns around so it looks like this, and there's your 100. So that's nice and easy, isn't it? So everything, you can still see the 1 and the 2 zeros there. And then again, 100 or is like that, and you can have 200, you can have 300, etc., and all that, and 330, 3, all the way through to 1,000, which is like that. You can pick the bones out of that one. Why that's 1,000, I don't have any particular cleverness over that, why that would be 1,000, but there you go, it takes you up to 1,000 anyway. Hopefully that's useful, and hopefully you enjoyed it.